Which Six Nations squad is best prepared to succeed today and in the future? Here are lots of things about being an international coach which seem complicated, but not picking a squad, right? Surely you just pick the best available players and sit back and see what unfolds. Unfortunately not. Picking a squad isn't just about performing now, it's about performing next year, and the year after that, and the year after that. In this article, with the help of a sports scientist working in the professional game, we will examine squad profiles and how much they matter. Firstly, what is a squad profile? It's simply the age and number of caps spread through a squad. If you want to win now, you might aim for an experienced squad with plenty of international experience. That's probably also going to be an old squad, and if those older players have soaked up all the international experience, they may well retire, exposing a younger generation ill-suited to the highest level. Yet, pick an inexperienced team with the hope that they grow together, and you might end up with a deflated side, battered by relentless losses and struggling for direction without those leaders. Thankfully, we can see these challenges in the data. The below shows us the average number of caps each team possessed in their squads over the last 3 years. These are box and whisker graphs, and without diving into a GCSE maths lesson too much, the box shows us where 50% of all players sit, and the horizontal line marks the average. Let's look at Ireland and Wales first. Ireland have gradually increased their caps since 2023. This is a sign of Andy Farrell sticking with a core group of players and giving them the experience of regular international rugby. Wales, on the other side, have dropped experience since that last hurrah of the Gatland era in 2023. They have gone from one of the most experienced sides in 2023 to the least in 2025. There are negative consequences to Ireland's approach. They are an aging team. In 2023, they were already one of the oldest of the 18 sides we are looking at. But they are, of course, older now in 2025. The risk is that they retire or fall out of form en masse, and a group of inexperienced players are left to pick up the pieces and keep things moving forward. You can see elements of this with Italy. They decided to clear the decks and start afresh with a very young and very inexperienced squad. That paid dividends in 2024, as that new-look team lost just 2 matches. The first time ever they'd lost just twice, and the first time since 2013 they'd won twice. It's not been so successful for Wales, who saw their experience chopped down, but are still almost as old as they were in 2023. England have pulled off the trick of getting more experience while also getting younger. Partly that's caused by a conscious effort to blood in young players they trusted to make a significant impact. In 2023, they had a great block of players with fewer than 20 caps. That block are largely still there but have been gifted experience, and are now part of a team which appears to have a clear plan of succession. Players in 2023 who fit that bill would be Marcus Smith, Alex Mitchell, Ben Earl, Ben Curry, and Freddie Steward. Steward, Earl, and Smith now have 30-plus caps, and Mitchell and Curry look set to close in on that total in the next few years. England had 14 uncapped players in 2023 and 2024. Ireland had just 1. Among those uncapped players were Finn Smith, Cadan Murley, and Chandler Cunningham South, all feature this weekend. The France squad of 2023 included uncapped players like Leo Coley, Julien Delbouy, and Alexandre Roumas. Coley had played 90 club games prior to that tournament, Delbouy 79, and Roumas 156. Dan Edwards and Ellis Mee, the Welsh uncapped players, this year have played a combined 76, including at championship level. The French club system allows players the opportunity to bag plenty of elite-level action at a young age and before you've trotted out for France. This year, the French have selected uncapped players like Locke Matthias Halagahu, who has appeared 59 times for Toulon. Only 20-year-old center Noah Naney bucks the trend. He's had just 17 appearances prior to this tournament. The importance of this is impossible to overlook. The likes of Wales, Scotland, and to a certain extent Ireland must focus on that planned succession. That means identifying early the person who will take over from your older experienced player. Then giving them starts against weaker opponents and meaningful game time off the bench. Once the older player is gone, you then hope the next in line will thrive. The risks of this are enormous, though. Your young talent might not thrive, or injuries might jump in the way of progress. Then you need to scramble to find someone who can fill the gap. France can employ that approach as well, but if it doesn't work, they have a boatload of players in the top 14 who can at least fill the gap during injury or when development time is needed.